we in bed and we are watching a movie, my wife and I. Our daughter comes in and now they want to fall asleep. They put the rain. Me, I'm not sleepy, so I go to my office. So in my office, I have an amazing sofa that I bought for a lot of money. This leather sofa cost me, I think, 2,400, and it has, look, oops. So it is all, and you can turn it into a whole, you can turn it into a whole bed if you want. Look, you see, on both sides. So sometimes I will put it like this, right? And I will use this, and I have some pillows, and sometimes I will just put everything, turn the whole thing in bed mode, and just watch my giant TV that is here, right? I have a giant 75 inch screen, right? And a lot of times I just fall asleep here. And then in the middle of the night, usually I will just wake up around 4 a.m. probably and just go back to my bed. Or sometimes just wake up here at 7, nothing special. That's the beauty of having your own office, your own man cave. So, listen, I don't remember what I was watching, but I fell asleep here. So my head was here. I fall asleep, and listen, you will never imagine that all of a sudden I wake up like this. And I don't understand what is going on. So I'm like, listen, I don't realize what is going on, but I'm on my sofa just shaking, and everything here is doing. And you see, I have a lot of statues there, and I have a huge monkey there. This thing almost fell on my head. I'm actually going to move it down because of that day. And listen, as I don't know if I'm dreaming or if there's something supernatural going on, and it lasted 15 seconds. So I listen, I just wake up and I'm just like, what happened? Listen, I don't know if I was in a dream. I was starting to, and I was like, did this just happen? Did everything just move? What's going on in the house? And I go to my bedroom, and I go listen, I was scared because I didn't know exactly what was going on. I was not sure. I was like, 12 spirits in the house. So I'm scared. I go to the bedroom and I see my wife and my daughter. They're just sleeping as if nothing happened. So I tell my wife, I'm on. I think there's been an earthquake. And she's like, you're sleeping, you're dreaming, you had a dream, go to sleep. And I'm like, so I go to Twitter and I type Terremoto Lisboa, and there's already, so it was like 2 minutes later, there's already like 100 tweets saying Terremoto Lisboa, sismo. I was like, oh my God. I tell my wife, there's been an earthquake, and she's like, what? This is crazy. And she goes back to sleep. So I go to the living room, and I look outside, and I see that, yeah, there's a lot of lights that are open. Some people didn't really feel it, and I see that there was an Uber downstairs. The guy was outside of his car, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I turn on the TV, I put CNN Portugal, and that's what they were talking about. they were saying there's just been a 5.4 magnitude earthquake in Lisbon. I was like, yo, earthquake? Yo. Hey, listen. That was scary. Listen, it was not long and it was not violent. But it was enough that my whole sofa was, listen, this is not, it moved, and everything there was, I'm going to take everything that is up there and is heavy, especially this one, put them down there. I'm going to redo the whole decoration here just because you don't really see. Let me focus on that. You see on the top here, this monkey, if this fell on me, that would have been a problem. So, yeah, listen, this was crazy. A lot of people didn't feel it. They were sleeping, and probably because they were on their bed, the mattress just absorbed the shock, so they didn't really feel it from their bedrooms. But on the sofa here, oh, listen, I felt it. I have a guy that we work with Brada. We work on his single called Casio. He's a very famous YouTuber in Portugal, and he was live during the earthquake. So imagine you're live and you feel it. Wow, that's crazy. So listen, I hope we're not heading for the big earthquake here in Lisbon. And if we are, I hope my building is built to sustain seismic things. But yo, listen, that was some crazy moment. An earthquake. Yo, listen, listen, a lot of people, they want rich people to leave Lisbon so the price go back down. Well, there you go. Something like that. All the rich people go. And we go back to paying normal rents. What a nightmare. Oh, Lord. But listen, what an experience. I'm just happy that nobody got hurt. Everybody's fine. And there was not a lot of material problems. I mean, nothing in the city got degraded because it was 5.4, 80 meters from the shores. But there was a big one 300 years ago. And this one destroyed the whole Lisbon. But it was, listen, since then, the city is built different. But listen, if we have like a 7.1 or 8, listen, I hope everybody is, listen, I hope we are out of town. That's what I hope. And I hope that everybody is actually, if we're here, I hope that, yeah, listen, we're in the kitchen and we'll just go under the table or something, and there's nothing boiling or whatever. Because listen, like the whole night I was thinking, and even the next day I was like, yo, like, bro, 8.0, and imagine you at Oka, you on a rooftop. This make you think, like, what do you do? How do you escape? Make sure that everything. Yeah, so yeah, it made me think about a lot of things. But yeah, listen, thank God everybody's fine. Everything is, and listen, my daughter didn't feel nothing, so that's good too. She really, like, she didn't even realize that anything happened. So, because that would have been a trauma too. And I was talking to my mom the next day, and my mom was like, yo, so the next day, right? Not the night after, she was like, did you sleep well? And I was like, at 5 a.m. I was awake. And she was like, of course you are. And I was like, why? It was like, well, that's trauma. That's trauma. You like, with your family in the comfort and the security of your home, and all of a sudden, you don't feel safe at home anymore. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And the next day I was watching a lot of documentaries about the old earthquake, the 1755 that destroyed Lisbon, and then how Lisbon has been reconstructed. And I was also watching a lot of things about seismic construction, how they done. I know in Japan they pro of that because they have earthquake all the time, but I was wondering how it is here too. But yeah, what are we gonna do?